Dennis O'Rourke.
Mr Chairman, New Zealand First will continue to support the Electronic Transactions Contract Formation Amendment Bill, a very grand title indeed. The bill clarifies one small area of uncertainty and would assist business. Given the prevalence of electronic communications in society today, including email, smartphones and social media, it's useful that the current Act be amended in the way now set out in the bill, as amended by the Select Committee. But it's a little sad that such a simple bill as introduced had to undergo so much amendment. The member concerned clearly didn't do his homework well enough. But the bill as introduced has now been saved and is worth enacting. Having said that, the bill is probably not needed at all, because the general rule of contract formation is that a contract is formed at the time an acceptance of the offer is communicated to the offeror, that is, when acceptance is received. This applies generally unless there is an established exception. There is no such exception for electronic transactions such as emails. There is, as the member himself said, an exception for acceptances by post, established by the rule in Adams and Linsell, so that the date and time of acceptance when the letter is posted, not when it is received. The long-standing rule in Adams and Linsell is not applicable to or not appropriate for electronic transactions, and contractual offers by telex, as with the telephone, are simultaneous. So a contract is formed when the offeree accepts, and that is settled law. While it is correct that there is no clear authority on acceptance by way of email, there is no established exception either. So the general rule applies in favour of acceptance when it is received. This is effectively at the same time as when it is sent, if sent by electronic means such as email. So this bill is not really needed, because the general rule relating to acceptances would apply. But the bill will serve to confirm and clarify the law. So I support the Select Committee's amendment of the bill to confirm that the contracting parties can decide for themselves when and how acceptance will occur. And that again is no real change, because that's always been open for contracting parties to do. And the provision in the bill for acceptance as at the time of receipt will be the default position, and that is consistent with the law as it now is. So while this bill clarifies one small area of the law of contract, it's hardly really been worth the time and effort, and hopefully the member who introduced it can think of something more worth our time for his next private member's bill.
Thank you, Mr Chair, for the opportunity to